Hello there and welcome to today's video, and today I shall be talking about Ready Player One and what it relates to with the Gundam franchise. Now I'm sure as anyone who's a big Gundam fan will know, Ready Player One features the Gundam quite heavily. It really was a great experience to be able to see like a Gundam on the cinema screen for the first time. That was something I hadn't really envisaged being able to see at all really. I never thought that would happen. I knew about the Ready Player One book beforehand, but I didn't know that the Gundam played such a part in it. Now I know that the book is a little bit different to how the film has ended up being, but nevertheless, it was really cool to be able to see the Gundam within it. And before I go any further in this video, I just want to say I really enjoyed the film very much. Like I said, I hadn't read the book, but the movie is something I really enjoyed, and from what I've read also, they made kind of like the correct adaptations necessary to condense the book down into a reasonable size for film. So yeah, I think they did a really good job on that, and I hope to read the book fairly soon. Not too soon, because obviously I want to spend a little bit of time so what I've just seen in the movie can get out of my head a little bit, and so I forget it, so I can enjoy the book more. But anyway, continuing on. How this regards to the Gundam franchise. Now, as you know, as well as Ready Player One, the Gundam also featured very briefly the Unicorn Gundam, I believe, in the latest Pacific Rim film, which I haven't seen. I don't really have intention to go and see, to be honest, because I've heard it isn't too great, but oh well, I digress. And this is interesting times for Gundam, because like I said, I just never thought this would happen. To have like even one reference in the cinema to Gundam would have been miraculous enough, but to have two at the same time really is incredible. And so one thing I want to put across here really is, do you think Gundam will have a live action adaptation anytime soon? There has been a number of people online after seeing Ready Player One saying, oh yes, I really want a live action Gundam film now. And me included, I'd love to see that. Now I know anime adaptations of different anime through the years, most recently Ghost in the Shell, haven't been too great, and I think it's hard to have a really good adaptation of anime. I think you've got to accept the fact that anime has no limitations really, because it's all animation, whereas with live action film you're dealing with something a little bit different there, so there has to be changes involved. But obviously, as time goes on, it becomes more possible to do the things that you can show in anime with increasing technology that you can use in film. So I do think making a Gundam live-action film is much more possible now than it has been in the past. As you know, as you may know, not everyone knows that, there was going to be a live-action Gundam film many years ago, but the plug kind of got pulled on that, unfortunately. By that live-action film, I don't mean G-Savior, I mean another film. I think there was a live-action film going to be made before that, is the one I'm referencing here. But G-Savior, now I come on to that, wasn't a big success at all. It's widely panned by many people. I was able to pick up the DVD actually, as it happens. I haven't been able to watch the horror of it yet, but yeah. Someday I hope to enjoy that, if that's the right word. But anyway, yeah, it's really interesting. I don't know what they would do if they were to make a live-action Gundam film. What kind of route they'd go down with that. Whether they'd go down the route of adapting the original series and just kind of modernise it for today's audience, because it has been almost 40 years now since that came out. Or I've seen many people online suggesting they could make a movie, the first Gundam movie they make, if they make a series, they should start with one of the OVA series, which are perhaps a little bit more palatable, and they could work backwards and forwards from there. So Stardust Memory, 8 from S-Team, or maybe even 0080, even though the dynamic is a little bit different with that series. And they could go from there really. My personal crazy idea, even though it's probably not the best one, they could even take the novelised version of Gundam, and what they could do with that, by adapting the novelised version. I believe there's a novelised version of Zeta Gundam, but that's taking place after the anime continuity of the first series, whereas the novelised version of the original Gundam stands on its own. So if they choose to adapt that, my crazy idea is the producers could then take that and run with it in any which way they please. They have some, like a good starting foundation, and then they'll be able to build on top of that and have their own original ideas, which may be good, maybe crazy. That's just like one crazy idea I'm throwing out there. So yeah, I'd like to know what are your thoughts on Gundam having more of an appearance now in movies, just having this exposure all of a sudden. And what would you like to see if a live-action Gundam movie were to be made? Yeah, so thoughts and comments down below. I'd really be interested to hear your thoughts about that. And yeah, I'll put up another video here as soon as I'll be able to. Yeah, I know I haven't made a lot of videos here recently, but yeah, hopefully soon I can put another one up for you. So see you soon.